ambassador of Palm Beach County, I went and met a lot of other kids in Washington who actually directly experienced bullying, and that kind of changed like how I perceived it. And then from there, I've always wanted to make a change, and that's why I'm here today to talk to you guys directly about like what bullying is, and I hope that we'll all make a change and stop this problem for you. So, does anybody like want to tell me like what bullying is? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Anybody else want to give a shot as well? That's perfect. Yes, that's exactly okay. That's perfect. The bullying is basically like when you're intentionally causing like pain to someone, saying mean stuff, hurtful. There's many different forms of bullying as well. There's actually called physical. Like, see, this is the actual definition right here. But then after this, we'll see there's Alright, so there's physical and verbal type of bullying. Does anyone want to tell me like what type of physical bullying there is? Yes? Anyone have another one? Okay.
Stealing.
Yes, that's a major one. That's actually one that I thought people wouldn't actually figure out. That was great. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Yeah, that's another type of physical bullying. Anybody else? Yeah, that's actually verbal bullying. So now I'm talking about verbal bullying. Does anybody want to say what other stuff about verbal bullying is? Yeah. Yeah, that's also a major type of verbal bullying. It's, yes, that's also another form of bullying. And that actually brings us on to like our next one. Let's see. Well, okay, so what's going to come up is going to be talking about like gossiping, rumors. So those are also like another form of bullying. But does anybody, do you guys think that words also hurt people? Exactly. Alright, that's important because just like normal bullying, like actually physically hurting someone, words actually do hurt people as well. It's like when I was younger, I was actually hit in the nose before, and that hurt for a little bit. But sometimes when people actually say stuff, it sticks in your mind, you think about it. So words actually hurt just as much as actually physically bullying someone. So that's why it's important to never actually physically bully someone or verbally bully someone. So now we're okay. So you guys know what cyberbullying is? Okay. Does anyone want to explain it? Explain the Yes. Okay. That's exactly what it is. That's perfect. So basically, cyberbullying is basically when you're doing stuff online, or maybe doing Facebook, social media, text messages, where you say some like mean stuff about them, or you like directly or talking to them when you're not there, and that's still a form of bullying, and that's actually becoming like really a bigger part of bullying in today's like nowadays. So these are other things that maybe you guys didn't mention, but what exactly is bullying? So when someone keeps like doing something or saying things that have power over another person, leaving people out. So never exclude people. Don't be like, if you're in a group, don't be like you can't join. Have people join with you. Don't leave anybody out. Saying or writing nasty things or like talking badly about someone is also a really bad thing to do. That's another form of bullying. Then there's also this one, which is pretty much going to say like not talking to someone because of like how they act or how they look. Always have people included. Don't exclude them. Be nice to everyone. It's not right to actually like be mean to anyone. And does anybody have any other ones they want to bring up that might not have been up there?
Well, I think maybe if you try to punch someone or just try to make fun.
Yeah, that's true. That's another type of bullying. Okay, go ahead. Yes. Yes, that's also another big type of bullying.
Posting on embarrassing picture when you told them don't do it?
Yeah, that's also, that's like cyberbullying. That's also a major type of bullying.
Maybe stealing people's jobs.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Just physical bullying also, to act on that, is also like breaking someone's property or toy is also another type of physical bullying. And that's a good point that you brought up. Like stealing is also like physically bullying. Breaking their things is also physical bullying. Is there anything else you guys want to mention that might not have been said? Yes, that's verbal bullying. Yeah. All right, let's do one more. Yes, that's also another form of bullying that is also. All right, here, you want to go? Taunting? Yes, that's also another good bullying. That's a good one. All right, we'll move on. So we went through this. So like taking or damaging someone's properties and it's bullying. Then we have like how you perceive. This is going to come up in a second. So like you guys covered a lot of them now. Almost everyone that's on here you pretty much covered. So no, that's alright. But okay, so main things to like remember is it's not right to like always include people. Don't be mean to them. Any words can hurt people just as much as physically bullying someone. It doesn't matter if you like not having them in a group, you're bullying them. Just imagine like how would that make you feel if you like were excluded from the crew and all these people were hanging out, but they said you couldn't go. You would feel sad, alone, depressed. That's another form of bullying. And so like making people do things they don't want to do. That's like peer pressure. I don't know if you guys, do you know what like peer pressure is?
Yes.
Okay, so when you make someone do something that they don't want to do, that's also a type of form of bullying by using peer pressure, which is something that is really harmful and not something you want to be doing to people. And then we pretty much covered all of them. Does anyone want to add anything to that, or do we have enough, right? Good? All right. Okay, so these are just like pictures that like describe kind of like bullying. Like see, like when someone's bullied, sometimes they become alone, kind of sad. Just imagine like if you were being bullied, how would you feel? How would you feel if you're being bullied?
Actually, one time in my
Well, I mean, like, okay, go ahead.
one time in my old school, when I was having a fire drill, someone actually pushed me underground.
So how did that make you feel? Like not happy? Exactly. Anybody else? Right there. You have something? Yeah. What? Yes, it makes you feel sad.
Forcing somebody and threatening to get off something and give it to them, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so did you guys know how many students actually are bullied like every year? There's actually like 1 out of every 4 students are bullied, and 8 out of 10 actually witness bullying. Now, what that actually, and what you may actually not know, does anybody know like famous people that were bullied? Does anybody know like any famous people that are bullied, or people that are famous today? Do you want to say it, or? Well, I guess Miley Cyrus could have been bullied for what she said, but there's also some other ones. Do you have one?
Somebody teased about clothes.
Yeah, that's a form of bullying, but do you know like a famous person that might have been teased about his clothes when he was younger, or? Who was? Nick was bullied? All right. Go ahead. You saw it, or? Frank Carson? Okay, yeah, he was bullied. But all right, so there's a few people that are bullied that you may be surprised. I don't know if you've heard of Chris Bosh, a basketball player from Miami Heat. When he was younger, he was actually bullied for the way he talked and like how his ears looked. And he was actually bullied, but now no one's going to bully him now because he's so much better. That's the thing. When you're bullied, just remember it's not you, it's the bully. You will overcome, you will persevere, and you'll actually be better because of it. You just gotta learn to like not take it too hard. You're strong. The bully's not the strong one. Another person that might have been bullied was, that you may know, is, do you know Drew Brees, the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? He was bullied when he was younger for a birthmark he had on the side of his face. But now he's moved on and he's doing great things. He's won the Super Bowl a couple times. And there's one more person. Do you have something you would say? Rosa Parks actually was bullied, yeah, but she stood up and she actually took action and she overcame that. She did some great things.
You can also still be bullied once you feel like you're depressed or something.
Okay. Yeah, he was definitely bullied, and he overcame. He did amazing things, and without him, we don't know what this world would have been like. Now, there's also one more person that was really bullied, and now he's probably the most powerful person in the United States. And that's President Barack Obama was bullied when he was younger. He was bullied because of how big his ears were and how he grew up, and now he's the president. He's the most powerful person. So those are just some of the famous people that are bullied when they were younger, and they overcame it. So just remember, if you are being bullied, it's not you. You're strong. You will overcome it. Now, so why are people bullied? Well, most of the time, there's really no reason why people bully. The bully just starts bullying them because so some people aren't bullied for no reason. Sometimes it's because they are different. Maybe their name, what they're wearing, or how they look. And other times it's because they just don't look like they would stand up for themselves. That's the thing. You always got to be courageous. You got to look like you're confident and stand up for yourself because you know that you're strong. The bully's the one that is not as strong. So why do people actually bully? So sometimes if someone is making them feel insecure, that's why the bully will actually bully someone. And then you see they could have something going on in their family life. A lot of the times the bullies that actually bully someone is maybe they're actually experiencing bullying themselves, or it's because of their maybe their background in their family life, and that's why they're taking it out on the person they're bullying. But you just gotta remember that if you are being bullied, don't take it to heart. It's a bad thing. Remember to tell an adult, get help, you'll solve it, and you're strong for who you are, and be confident. So why do other people allow bullying to happen? Okay, does anybody know why? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, exactly. So they're afraid of becoming the next victim. Yeah. That's a big issue, and we're going to touch upon that in a little bit after this. But so the bully is someone others look up to, and that's why people think the bully's cool. But do you guys really think a bully's cool? Yes, that's true. The bully's not the cool person. Go ahead. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then they want to side with the bully because they do not want to it makes them feel stronger. Like he said, they don't want to become the next victim. But the thing is are the bullies really that strong if they're actually taking out on other people? No. And then they're entertained by the bully. Is it really funny? Do you guys think it's funny to actually watch people being hurt?
No.
Okay. And they don't think speaking up will help, but do you guys think that speaking up will help solve the problem? Okay, so who's a good people to go to when someone's bullying or you're being bullied? That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, go to a trusted friend. Yeah, always speak to adults, isn't that? Yep, always speak to a trusted adult. Alright, we're going to have to move on from that now. Well, okay, so what can we do to stop bullying? Well, I think we already touched on this. Let someone know. Tell a family member. Tell a trusted friend. Make sure you're telling people what's going on. They're going to help you. It's not tattletelling. It's actually going to help. So, and just remember, bullying is actually not your fault. It's not your fault if you're being bullied. So, alright, so tattletelling and telling the truth. So, tattletelling is when you're trying to get someone into trouble, and then telling the truth or telling on someone is when you're actually trying to get out of trouble. That's the difference. So, when you're telling for someone, you're helping them get out of a situation, a bad situation. So, if someone's being hurt, and you're telling someone to get them help, you're helping them. When you're tattletelling, you're basically I don't know if anybody has a brother, sister, and you're like so-and-so is touching me, well, and that's kind of like tattletelling. You're trying to get him in trouble when he's not really actually hurting you or anything. telling the truth is like, or telling is when you're actually having someone being hurt or bullied and they actually need help. So, incidents when you can feel threatened or when you witness something, those are always good times to tell. So examples would be like physical actions, verbal threats, other students are in danger. That's when telling is not classified as tattletailing. That's when you should go to an adult. That is when you should go to a teacher. So these are other things that like you can do if you are being bullied. Well, one thing is like if you are, someone calls you something, you can try to turn that into a joke and be like, I don't care, and walk away. Always try to remove yourself from the situation. Or just like don't even take much to it, just keep moving. Remove yourself from the situation and just show that you have confidence and that you're not afraid of him. Just remember, never ask him to fight back though, that's the key. Like never like, unless you absolutely have to and there's no way to remove yourself from the situation, never fight back. Just go to an adult, make sure you get help, and then you'll go from there and it'll be solved. So ways to avoid being bullied. Well, there's anybody know ways that you can avoid bullying that they want to share? That's a great way to get out of the situation. That's great. Yep, walk away. Okay, so just really quickly, I'm just going to say, don't be a bully. You're not a bully. You're not a person that's going to be bullied. And then, what the difference is a bystander. Be an upstander, not a bystander. Does anybody know what a bystander is really quickly? I'm right first. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's exactly. And I want you guys to take this today and just remember, be an upstander, not a bystander. Be a buddy and not a bully, and make changes to our world and make it a better place. And thank you guys so much.